like waiting for something to wake up, like some type of consciousness inside of a machine. I think that that's probably dubious and not likely to occur in the near future. But I think it's important to consider that machines are already alive and conscious.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones. They named it after like brainwave states and all that.
Wait, machine. What's alive? What are you saying here?
Well, I just think that the machine, like, literally, like, almost has its own consciousness that it's deciding that, like, that possibly was gonna happen. Like one of the doomsday scenarios, like out of all the doomsday scenarios that was listed, I think one of the top ones was this guy named K. Eric Drexler, who actually invented nanomachines. And he was considering what would happen if a nanomachine learned how to replicate itself and then just spread around like mushroom spores.
No, but not learn.
Like
here's where I disagree. They don't learn. Who teach it? They are taught. Like, so we think learn, then we think like, well, we learn stuff on our own. We can navigate, curiosity, trial and error. But all these machines you're referring to are all input-based. So it's always the human. It's either you or me or Drew or EBT or Sideways Guy giving the technology its inputs. And so I feel like you're running away a little bit romantically with this concept of a machine learning as opposed to the machine doing tasks that the human being beforehand gives it the task. It gives it its input. So, you know, I wouldn't grant that much that the machine doesn't run away.
It was some kind of organic. It was an organic thing that was kind of manipulated.
Well, I'm not saying the machine itself. Well, I don't think the machine itself does it per se, but I think like it's like how you would say like society has its own goals and aspirations. Like if a bunch of humans get together and they form a society, then in a certain sense, the rules of the society supersede the rules of the individuals. And you could look at the society or a civilization as a thing that's guiding the individual humans. So there's a higher level process that's guiding a lower level process. And I think that that's what technology is on human civilization at this point. I think like technology is guiding human civilization, or technological innovation is guiding human civilization to such an extent where the technological system is actually like a higher order above human society, and it's actually imposing an order upon human society at this point.
Yeah, I actually agree. I've talked about this before, where like let's start with like something like a shovel. We made a technology to aid our goals, but the shovel never made a prescriptive. It didn't collect data and say, by the way, Jim Bob, you should dig a ditch this way or don't dig a ditch. But we're getting to the point where the cell phone, which is an extrapolation of the shovel, is now giving prescriptives, like goal-oriented prescriptives based on its ability to crunch data that you can't crunch, that you and I both admit we can't crunch the data that a computer can, that our phone can. And so we're at this weird impasse where the tech that we're creating is not necessarily aiding our goals, but it's now at the point where it can tell us our goals, which is a huge shift. It's subtle from the outset, but it's curating.
It's curating.
It is. It's curating.
Yes, like people are going fucking places because they have a car, or because Google Maps tells them like there's places to fucking go. Like it's not just like
the guidance program, like NASA.
Yeah. So it's like the machine is actually telling you where to go, and actually at this point it's a sexual selector because it's deciding who you meet, what kind of social groups are organized. So actually the machine is actually a sexual selector at this point. So I think that.
So how do you know it's lying then? I mean, I think it's lying. I agree with you, but how do you know it's lying?
Well, I just think it's a play on the very term of artifice itself.
Oh, okay.
I think if you look at like, like what I wanted to talk about was the term Aristotle, because Aristotle says like the highest form of like happiness is like a thinking about thinking. And I thought like that's evil. Like thinking about thinking is evil. Like that's actually a
Jordan Peterson.
self-masturbatory,
Yeah.
like a self-masturbatory like state of doom. You know.